It's Week 15 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Broncos and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Here's the veteran. It's Ronald Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning, and I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Oh, nice move. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 5th-year dual threat and former #1 pick in 2019, Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and he's showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now running left off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Murray. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. That complete to Downs. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And that flag accepted. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 15 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Hurts throw into the hands of Kirk. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now Austin. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But you look at this Bronco defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Jones on the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Hurts. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter. Olave motioning to the left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that. That leads to 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. Oh, look at the juke. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Tyree Wilson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Zach Ertz. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Lions offense set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Downs going in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This taken in by Downs. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Holding offense.
That one going against the guard, Andrew Norwell. Here's Murray. And he fires one incomplete. The Lions had 5-8, 3 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Tackled by Christian Fulton. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Austin. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd down and 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Room for Jenkins there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Murray now on first down. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Counter play with Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Running left is Stevenson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Downs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He finds his target, Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A good pickup there at 22.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly they get to the line. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best, yeah, I'll say it, it's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Third down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Murray. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45, a spot at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Murray. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Hurts. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Lions now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch is number 819 of his career and ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3rd down and 10. Murray now to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong pickup at 11 keeps their drive alive.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Caught by the tight end Hurts. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Straight ahead, ETN. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Murray's throw caught here by Dosich. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Here's Murray. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jacobs. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st down, Hurts. Allen's got it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one too low.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Lattimore on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. Completes it to Austin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Third and 9 here. To throw is Murray. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Now, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's a give to Etienne. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find Ertz. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Back to throw. Finding Ertz again. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
So out now come the Lions. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. There's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Detroit, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.